Hi, I'm morakdais, and welcome back to more Let's Play some Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk. I need to do my usual thing. Alright. So, I think for the moment, best thing to do would be to go up here, get a few more levels. Just do a little bit, and then it'll be story time. And yeah, come on. No. Sorry, my YouTube thing is like freaking out. There we go. Thank you. Alright. Anyway. Let's try to do some quick, because there is a boss coming up and a bunch of other stuff. So let's just grab a little bit of level. Why not? Good.
I told you we'd win.
Once the enemies start fleeing, this actually gets a lot better. Alright, and just put that there.
Impeccable.
Oh man, what a week. So, my week is already done.
Right behind you.
I'm actually happy. I actually have until Sunday. I have 4 days off. Doesn't feel like it though.
You're worthless. An excellent formation.
But
They blocked there.
so this will be a long stream. Also, I really need to convert Dark Elf over. I am. I will rub it in.
I can work with this formation.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to be cleaning and doing other stuff.
Right behind you.
Well, I think that's a copy pasta gone wrong, unless you're quoting something. Because I don't know where that came from, but welcome, NB.
Time to fight.
Impeccable. Take the once more. Incoming.
Shit. Victory.
As usual, we have our guest, the neighbor's dog, non-stop barking.
Sure about that?
Right there. Take that.
We win.
Even better. I still hope once I get everything set out, maybe actually do like a creative writing stream. I've wanted to do that. Just write a story with stream.
This is a fine formation. There. We got it. There.
Nice. Oh, didn't even kill it with that stream. Damn.
Not bad. How's that?
Here.
It's one down.
Here I go.
Good, 2 down.
What?
Nice. Killed all 3 of them.
On to the next one.
I debated doing it, but I still have probably over the course of my long weekend, I will probably, if all goes well, set up my streaming stuff. Because half of the reason why I can't, I know, right? Half of the reason why I can't really stream on Saturdays, other than being tired and lazy, is because my old computer does not run that well, and so yeah.
I know my role.
My new computer isn't all set up, unfortunately.
Take that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah.
Come on. Good. Good.
They blocked.
Don't skitter.
Right behind you.
Damn it. Oh well, we got 3. 3 is good enough.
Let's begin, shall we?
This is a fine formation.
Right behind you.
Oh man, and also, I have to say, there are a bunch of games recently that I've seen, or games that I already have and played on stream, that are getting like big, massive updates. Super exciting. I mean, I might not stream them, but it's pretty much nice.
I'm on fire.
Yeah. Well, that's just because you're so powerful you don't need anybody in your group. Because dancers are stupidly powerful. What can I say? It's a lonely road for dancers.
Impeccable.
There. Got it. There. Well fought, everyone.
No, you get back here.
Don't get cocky now.
So stand here.
Take that.
That is easy. Oh dear. So stand here.
There.
Yep. Take that.
Huh? Here.
Nice.
Me next.
Nice. Got all 4 this time. See, that's the best part of this. Just the experience just stacks up so much faster.
Oh dear.
For sure.
I can work with this formation.
Yep.
Right behind you.
Also, you have to excuse me.
Let's begin, shall
I'm
we?
still, like, half digesting a roast beef special and a gyro. 2 big sandwiches, just a little too late in the day.
Easy peasy.
Ready to engage.
I can work with this formation.
I actually, like, couldn't even finish my sandwich because I ate too much.
Easy peasy.
But look at all this. Let's do this.
Let the battle begin.
Hopefully we get lots of slimes. Nope.
Right behind you. Not bad.
I have that, like, you've just eaten sleepy feeling,
That was easy.
but I'm gonna
Don't
get over it.
now.
We have a long night to go.
This formation's on fire. Once more.
You thought you could defeat me?
That was weird.
Another battle?
I got, like, sucked in behind him.
This is a fine formation.
Yep.
There. Take that.
Also, I'm really trying hard to think of where's the next grinding spot that's as good as this. Because I don't think the next one's for quite a while.
This formation's on fire.
Well, in theory, quite a while. Not really in quite a while.
Incoming. Easy peasy. I'm on fire.
There.
Missed.
Take the...
Right behind you.
I'm also thinking about... Well, I want to finish the story tonight. Like, not the whole story. There's no way I'll be able to finish the game tonight, but... Well, maybe, but... You know what? Let's just get out of here. Once we find another enemy. At least finish, like, where we are right now.
Nothing.
It is. It's gonna be a longer stream tonight. I was debating, because eventually Delirious will have to go to sleep, and to not be too noisy, just going upstairs and playing around with something else. And that's why I didn't release that. Like, do another game. Oh, it looks like someone changed her picture.
Oh dear.
Speaking of which, I also have to friend Dark Elf on PSN, because he joined the Discord.
Once more.
Shit.
That was easy.
Alright, let's just release this. Feels so good.
I've become even stronger.
I'm not growing too fast, am I?
Crit plus 50 is definitely good. Nope. We just started. I was late to the party. I ate a sandwich and didn't realize what time it was. Let's see. You know, Wicker Man is not all that good.
I'm even more charming.
Yes, of course.
I'm feeling more. No.
Who just leveled up? This guy.
Alright, Confused Recovery is good. Blade Deflection is mediocre at best. Let's get rid of Mud Resistance.
This feels good.
A bees joke.
To the surprise of no one.
Alright. Ugh. Alright. Didn't get anyone. Yeah. So, didn't get Kyoto to 99, which is actually really what I was hoping for.
Who just leveled up? This guy.
I'm not growing too fast. I'm even more charming.
Why, I've become stronger. Yes, of course.
I'm feeling more articulate.
It's bad that
I think I got stronger.
my brain was like,
Again.
what the fuck does B-movie have to do with anything? And then I was like, oh, Wicker Man. I just ate, I'm
Become
slow.
even stronger.
This feels good. To the surprise of no one.
Alright, so how close is Kyoto to actually leveling up? Rude. This isn't what I want. Alright, so about 100,000. Yeah, so we can just do like probably a story mission and get her up to 99. The problem is I'm really wondering, like, mages really do have good abilities, but like, I wish there was another character that was very magical, like a spell sword or someone who could use Donum powers effectively. Like, there's the sniper class, like the whatever, but yeah, the Mad Raptors, but like pure fortresses don't do it. Like, none of the other classes really do magic, so it's kind of yeah. Like, I always love a spell sword type of character. Like, that's what I really loved about Rogue Legacy, is like you could go like full spell sword. Or like the one-handed sword and like light magic caster. It's like, well, if I can't stab you, then I'll just hit you with a lightning bolt. It made me sad earlier because we were looking at things for Final Fantasy XI, and Final Fantasy XI was probably one of the few MMOs I actually remotely played, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I played a little bit of 15, but I'm usually not a big MMO fan. I don't know. Like, I'm the type of person that should be, but I'm just not. Okay, we have car. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Yeah. Let's, not go up here. We should probably get rid of that first. Well, that was a successful trip. That's also not where that is. No, actually, before we do that. Might as well just get that. They're cheap enough. Because there's enemies down in the basement that I'd rather just, like, get away from. And get this stupid thing. And just finish out all the storage stuff. We have more than enough mana. I don't think I need mana. I think I need mana for one more thing, and then that's it. Yep. Alright, anyway. Now that we've done that, let's get to business. Yeah. That's the best approach to take, the let's not get wrecked. Like, it's one thing if you give it the old, like, college try, you really, you know, put it out there, and you're like, you know, I expended everything I could, I just can't get past this boss. But it's another thing to be like, oh yeah, everything's fine, like, I don't care that, like, my healer has 5 hit points, like, have no magic points left, we'll just rush into this battle, no big deal. Like, we got this. I'm a super gamer and I can get through it. It's like, nah. You're not doing that, dude. Porta is staring through a hole in the wall. As you approach her, Porta rams into you, then runs away. Oh my, it seems Porta has found out about Master Oracle. When did she find out, I wonder? On this uneventful island, that truth is itself a momentous event. Hee hee hee, I bet Master Oracle will be surprised too. Holly chuckles, then disappears. Porta knows about Oracle. You should look for her. Yeah, that's not necessarily good. Alright. I don't think she's in her little burrow. I think she's now down pretty far in the basement. But we can check her, check the shoreline, check her little burrow, and then see. You peek inside, but it's too dark to see anything. You leave the area. Not here. Well, I guess there's no other choice but to go down into the basement. Yeah, I'll fight you. So yeah, we have bogeymen.
Yep, this'll do.
The boogeyman.
Once more.
They're actually really not that hard. Except when they straight up cut off Delirious' legs or destroy her body. I can't tell.
My favorite.
Right behind. How's that? Easy peasy.
They're not even worth that much experience either, which is kind of... Yeah. Yep, knocked your body off. For some reason, they love destroying your body. Okay, no, I think that's the one that opens from the other side.
Let's begin, shall we?
I know my role.
Right behind you. How's that?
That is very true.
Oh dear. This is a fine formation. Yep.
Right behind you. You're pretty all right.
Yes!
You're pretty alright.
Not so fast. Yeah.
How's that?
Here. Well fought, everyone.
I mean, admittedly, you are pretty squishy right now.
Not growing too fast, am I? I'm even more charming now.
Mostly because, usually scythe dancers are
I can work with this.
usually,
Here.
targeted. So, doesn't help too much.
I won.
Maybe.
Start.
Maybe.
Four.
Oh, time for Saints left wing. They're just doing, they're just zombies doing a conga line.
An excellent formation.
Well, sadly, you'll never actually have a true partner because your coven is forever
I
alone.
told you we'd win.
Although it is unfortunate that two-handed bells don't really work that way.
Let the battle begin.
I can work with this formation. Right behind you.
Follow me. Victory.
Yeah, you have all the other back row characters there with you. Kyoto, Josh, and JM, all just there.
Let's begin, shall we?
Impeccable.
There.
Yes!
Right behind you.
Yeah, but they're in Vanguard. But yeah. You do have your strange androgynous child. Your strange androgynous battlefield love child. Lady Lance, early to bed, early to rise.
Let the battle begin.
I can work with this formation.
There.
This is why,
Here.
you know, they usually try to keep the mage and the dancers separate. They make weird androgynous hammer children.
Here.
All right then.
Here.
What's funny is, too, all three of your characters are all, like, blunt characters.
To the surprise.
So, all of you hit with blunt. No, don't hit the wall. Flick the switch.
Oh dear.
An excellent formation.
I remember... Oh god. One of these floors... it's either this floor or the next floor that has, this weird layout. Where it's like, the exit is you could get to the exit right from the start. Because it's really not far. It's like 2 doors down from the start. Alright, fine.
Back on my feet.
Back on my feet! You only have 410 hit points, Jesus. That's like
Let's
nothing.
begin, shall we?
So stand here, right?
Right behind you.
Shit.
I'm glad the Scythe Dancer's ability is...
Win?
Or Demon Reaper. I forget what it is. Demon Reaper?
I've become even stronger.
The,
This feels good.
like, 10 hit or whatever is, like, proccing all the time. What is it? Yeah, the Scythe Dancer ability. 12% chance to attack enemy groups 4 times. That's proccing, like, all the time, but... Unfortunately, it's proccing on enemies that aren't really that badly hurt. So why is everybody getting hurt so bad? These are squishy enemies. Then again, I've only reincarnated everybody, well, a few people once, which is kind of low level.
Another battle? Yep, this'll do. There.
Yes!
Take that. Miss. That won't.
Also, I really hate these enemies that hit like absolutely everybody.
You're pretty alright. I told you we'd win.
Wait, no. Pillbug.
Don't get cocky now.
A doo-dee-doo.
How's that?
Yeah, I think, with the personality change, I think that it changed what you say. But unfortunately, we have better personality types, so... Holy King's Key. Sword Steel Lotus, which I think is pretty good.
Ready to engage. Oh, this is good.
Some sick.
There. Ah.
Take that.
Well fought, everyone.
Well, when she levels up, she might change.
Who just leveled up? This guy.
She might get a new one. 2 Stalwart Steel Lotuses. Let's see if they're any good. It is strange. I really don't know what triggers the difference in what people say, but it is really kind of odd. And kind of nice, because very few games actually do that. Most characters just have the same repetitive ones. Speaking of same repetitive ones, it reminded me of, watched a thing earlier that had Gex in it, and I was like, oh god. Talk about things that are, like, ultimately way too repetitive. Although it's not as bad as Bubsy, but close.
Let's get started. My favorite formation.
You know what? That's what I should do. Yeah. You know, so Kyoto gets her horror fix, I'll just, you know... Yeah. Well, that's what I'll do. As a horror game, because it slowly strips your sanity, I'll just get the new Bubsy game, and then we can all enjoy the new Bubsy game.
Yep, this'll do.
Which, honestly, is just like... Even the thought of playing a new Bubsy game is like, ugh. I know. I would never do that to anyone. I honestly couldn't even get through how little of Lunar Dragon Song I was going to do. Also because I think it's a tough tie between Lunar Dragon Song and another video I have that are like the most disliked videos. Like, I think I have like 40 plus dislikes on my first episode of Lunar Dragon Song. And I'm pretty sure it's not people who are fans of Lunar Dragon Song. That's how bad it is.
This formation's on fire.
Oh, that's great. Sending your illegitimate children to come murder me. That's great. That's great. I mean, if I notice a little girl running around with a giant hammer, I'll probably just remember to lock my doors.
Time to fight.
Impeccable.
There. Right behind you.
What can I say? Responsible parenting at its finest.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm coming.
I'm on fire.
win! I'm not growing too fast, am I?
Alright, Vampirism. On critical hit, recover 10% of the damage. Yes. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Hit's good. I think I'll get rid of Startle Recovery, because you're really not startled all that often. Oh, I can't. I'm maxed out on rocks now. Wow, have fun bathing Laharl once you get him home, because the second he's in the cat carrier, he turns into a Tasmanian devil, but instead of wind around him, it's throw up and feces. Because honestly, putting him in a cat carrier is a nightmare. Great. Now even my wife's selling me out for over bacon and salmon.
You're worthless.
Stand here, right?
There! Once more!
Yes!
Let me take that! Here I go! Me next! Coming! Yeah! I'll go too! That was easy.
Alright. So let's see. Yeah, because I think this loops around to that middle section. And then that door that locks, I think, is just the exit. Right in the beginning. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's begin, shall we?
I can work with this formation.
Take yep.
It's very true.
Miss.
That was easy.
Fucking rocks. I need to sell all the rocks. I always end up with 99 rocks about this point.
I can work with this formation.
Shit.
Take that!
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here!
Too slow.
I'm coming. Coming. You thought you could defeat me?
I'm trying to remember too. Hey, I have to say, to the Rock's benefit, Rampage was actually a fairly decent movie. I mean, you know, it is Rampage, so we're not talking like deep plot lines here, but at least that movie was tolerable to watch.
I know my role.
It was actually pretty decent.
How's that?
Take that.
Except they kind of did a reverse thing, where instead of, they started as animals, and then turned into giant animals, as opposed to being people. But, small things. Yeah, I mean, there's a fair amount of building destruction, but it wasn't like, you know, crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought I would do with it, but I really didn't.
Sure about this formation?
Right behind you.
Although, at least to his credit,
Incoming.
another thing for The Rock is, at least he can say that, you know, he's the star of the best Doom movie.
Me next.
So,
There.
there's that.
We win.
But I also have to say that, like, honestly, Rampage was like, for example, Postal. Postal was the perfect example of, like, well, it's not far from the source material. Some of the things have changed. But there's no real way to put that into a movie that would actually make sense.
Let the battle begin.
Oh no. That's not good. This is gonna hurt a lot. Yeah. Not Oscar bait, that's for damn sure. Let's hit him with that, even though... Yeah.
Formation's on fire.
'Cause I'm pretty sure they... Oof! No. It's better to attack him. Alright, attack, attack. Attack. Use Jitterbug.
This formation's
Yeah.
on. Right behind you.
Well, he hard critted. The only problem with Boogeymen's is they can, like, crazy crit. Alright, let's just do that.
You know my role. There.
Fuck. Oh.
Mean missed.
Oh my god. And it's not even halfway dead. Jesus. Alright,
You know my role. There.
nobody else die, please.
Take that. Incoming.
Time for it. Back on my feet. I missed.
Alright. Yeah, because I don't have all the... I need all 3 party members alive to use these.
Impeccable.
There.
Oh my god. And it's like not missing either, which sucks.
How's that? Thank you kindly.
Huh? Yeah.
Alright. Attack.
This is a fine formation. Stay with
Jesus. Those crits, man.
us. Time for it. I missed.
Gee, stop missing. You stop that right now. I really need Delirious back up because at least she can do the multi-hit. And also there's no way other than delay timing to heal somebody. So, like, unless you have casters that are ridiculously fast, that can cast heal, never works. Because you need to revive someone and then heal. So, usually the whole process takes 2 turns. Yeah, Dirt Nap.
This formation's on fire! There! Bastard!
And he goes so fast. Kyoto's out.
Take that!
Oof.
I missed.
I mean, he only has 5,000 hit points, so there's that. Either way, I'm gonna have to save the XP.
Line formation.
Yes!
I'll go too. Me next.
Okay, 1,000 left, let's just kill it.
Line formation. Yep.
Take that! Take that!
Ugh,
On to the next one.
brutal. 30,000. Yeah, I'm just gonna stockpile that.
Back on my feet. Time for an encore. Take 2. Action.
Thank you kindly.
What did I miss?
Okay. That's not necessarily the greatest return, but that's fine. Everybody's in such bad condition. Excuse me? That was weird. Alright, that should be fine. As much as I'd like to heal everybody to full. You know what? Let's not go that way. That's kind of like a silly way to go. Let's see what's over here. Oh no, that's not good. I'm over mana already? Jesus. Alright. Oh, and then this happened. I'll just Witch's Bell. I don't care about the mana as much. Well, that also explains why that guy went bad. Like, real bad.
Who just leveled up? This guy!
I'm not growing too fast. I'm even more.
Why, I've become...
Yes, of course.
To the surprise of no one.
Alright. I think until we get through this dungeon, I'm not going to reincarnate anyone. Also, I'm not going to save. Because we need to,
Thanks for helping me.
I'll learn from this mistake.
ooh. That was rough. That's fine. Let's get back down there. So I'm trying to remember. There aren't too many floors here, though. Get out of my way. I think there's 5. Like, B5, which isn't too bad. Could you, like, not stalk me? That'd be great. It's a fucking rock, seriously. Get all the way down there and be like,
Right behind you.
Yeah.
Not bad.
stop! Stop tearing people's arms off.
I'll go too.
I think that's like the second limb you've ever lost, NB.
Right behind you.
But
Victory.
honestly, bogeymen are jerks. Yeah, all the switches are open, so why isn't that open? It's because you stole his Mountain Dew. That's why I boogie no like you. What the fuck? Like, excuse me, what? I hit all the switches. I don't see another switch. Can't break it. Let's see. So, somewhere that's behind there. There's no way to, like, fall down or anything. Huh. Odd. Odd, odd, odd. So how on earth would you get there? Also, I really hate that the second floor is here, and then it's like first floor, second floor, basement 1. Awful. Should be like, press up to get to the second floor. Kitty food time?
Yep.
Alright. Yeah. Because the switches would be blue if I hadn't hit them. So. What the? Did you see me through the wall? Alright, anyway, let's go to the next floor. Maybe there's a way up or something. Truthfully, I don't really remember this dungeon as well as any of the other ones. Because pretty much once you go down, there's no point in anything else. You know what? I don't feel like dealing with you. Fuck off. You asshole. You know what? No, I am gonna kill you. I don't like you.
Let's get started. My favorite.
Right behind you.
Also, sorry, NB. I forgot to get your arm back.
Take that.
Oh, I haven't gone back yet, but
I'll go too.
I'll remember to get your arm back. Or your leg, or whatever it
I
is.
can work with you.
Also, I think the Boogeyman's murmur spell is a death spell. So when it says he, like, murmurs quietly, I'm pretty sure that turns out to be, like, a really nasty death spell. If I remember correctly. Thanks for another rock. Why was it destroyed? Why? Yeah, this is why it was destroyed, but this world has fallen. Suspicious notes. Nope, I don't feel like dealing with you guys. So I think it's new enemy time? Yeah, curse heads. So, curse heads, from what I remember, they can do stupid powerful crits. They're also creepy as hell.
Here. Easy peasy.
They're not very powerful, but when you get big groups of them or other bigger enemies in the way, sometimes you can get like 2 of them with a boogeyman.
This is a fine formation. Yep, there.
Yes! Take the gift.
Right behind you. Incoming. On to the next one. Who just leveled up? This guy.
Okay, steady aim, crit rate 100% after using defend, fortify cover. That's mediocre. Like, if you're playing against like big bosses, it's nice, but in most contexts, you're not going to use that ability. Like, I'll be honest. Fortify Coven is really only for big bosses.
Formation's on fire. There.
Yep, take that.
Take that. Got it.
Follow me. Yeah. Oh, coming. That was easy.
Just mapping this out. Just put that on. I brought this battle to the morgue, so I'll finish it. That was weird. Looked like something... I thought I was going to get into a battle, and then it didn't happen. Solid Alice Greaves, that's nice. Okay, that's back outside.
Ready to engage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Saint Narcia. She's a jerk. Not really that big of a jerk, but enough to be annoying.
My favorite formation.
Right
But-
behind you.
She's, you know, dead, so she's not very hard to kill.
Take that.
I'm coming.
Unfortunately, no one told, like, the Belmont family about that, but that's fine. Because they always seem to have a little bit of trouble. There's something terrible below. Well, that's good to know.
Oh dear.
An excellent formation.
Also, I think all of these guys, like, or Saint Narcia, I'm pretty sure gives you karma. I think these guys do too.
Easy peasy.
Nope, those guys don't give you karma. Come on, get out of here.
So
Especially you.
here, right?
You weird three-eyed owl emu turkey thing.
I won! I'm not growing too fast. I'm even more charming now.
What are you doing in here? You're not even supposed to be in here. Tritonus, I do need that. Just kill him.
Let the battle be.
An excellent formation.
There.
Yep.
Follow me.
There. Take that.
Coming.
Someone just hit him with like a
Me next.
stupidly big critical. Or like knock his head off or something.
Excellent formation.
Right behind you.
Yes.
Either way, don't let him cast that.
How's that?
Yeah. Coming. Here I go. What?
I swear to God. You're all fired if this goes out.
Line formation.
Good.
Easy peasy.
Oh, I didn't realize that JM is maxed as well. Also, real fast. Really just this one lustful crossbow. Fucking bullshit. Bullshit, man. I'm telling you. Fine.
Don't get cocky now.
I know what I'm doing is kind of ridiculous to like try to fill out this map, but
I can work with this formation.
there's a fair amount of yellow treasure down here.
Right behind you.
You die. Yep. Take that.
Incoming.
Plus, I think we only have like 2 more days
Miss.
until the witches arrive.
Have that. Here I go. All right. Me next. There.
So, there's that. So we don't have too much more story. At least in this dungeon. Yeah, I think the exit's somewhere in the middle on the left. I know it's not very far from the entrance, but well,
Let's begin,
that wasn't
shall
what I
we?
wanted to have happen, but sure.
Yep.
Right behind you.
Ah.
Incoming.
Take that.
Nice.
Coming. Me next.
Nice, finally. Thank you.
I won.
What I might do too, since I have some time off, maybe on the weekend, do just like a grind only stream. And actually do grind only because we'll have a lot more to do.
Oh, this is good. Got it.
Right behind you.
Yes.
Follow me. Take that.
Incoming.
Twirl, twirl. Here I go.
I told you we'd win.
But, I don't know, we'll have to see. I still have to beat Sekiro. I've gotten pretty far, but I just like, I don't know. I'm getting impatient near the end. Not that it's particularly hard, I just like lose focus and want to do it, so I get greedy. Greedy in that case is not good. This isn't Wario.
Another battle.
Also, don't know if you guys saw, but as ridiculous as it is,
There. It's nothing personal.
Delirious and I were giggling about apparently some Instagram girl did a YouTube video of her herself crying because her Instagram got canceled because of spam, essentially. And she's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. I can't imagine working a 9-to-5 job. I'll just have to become a prostitute. And like all this nonsense. Like, what does the world come to when people can't work 9 to 5?
Easy peasy.
Also, who really picks up their phone and is like, I'm gonna make a career out of Instagram? Like, that's just weird. Like, hey, I wish I could make a career off of YouTube. But there's like a lot of shit you gotta do. Like, YouTube isn't as easy as everyone tries to, or makes it want to seem. I mean, not saying Instagram is easy. Yeah. Exactly. But it's like this entitled, like, I realized that YouTube didn't work out for me in terms of making, you know, a sustainable income. But that means I just had to knuckle down and get a job and figure out when I could do what I love doing.
Excellent formation.
Like, I don't know, I just can't imagine thinking that you could, like, support your life through basically like a picture sharing app. That's just weird.
Let's get started.
And you know, just so you know, NB, I'm not making fun of you in your, you know, private, you know, pay Snapchat pictures, but, you know, other than, like, doing porn or making videos, I really don't understand how people think they can just, like, I'm gonna take pictures of coffee that I drink and be famous. And I'll have enough money to buy a house and everything will be good. Like, come on now. Like, honestly, like, even if you're successful with, like, what you do, like, or you're trying to, at least have a job. Yeah, well, I know you're still upset after, you know, Belle Delphine took all your Snapchat followers. Wait, you do like that Japanese guy, and you'd be like, yeah, here's a sexy pic of me naked with coffee cup over my crotch. So that way you're like, hey look, does anyone else like this coffee? Although I do like the ones where he's like has the coffee on his crotch with a little pillow and then he like pulls it off. Yeah. Fucking rocks. Why are there so many rocks in here? Is this a tomb for rocks? Is this where rocks go to die? Although, by the look of half of the people that are here, it's where rock stars go to die. Let's see. I mean, there is more stuff to find. You know what? Yeah. I'm sorry. Treasure must get treasure. Plus, you know, OCD, not filling out all of the map. I also think there's a point where you actually have to go into one of these maps. Ugh, some mediocre treasure. Gutsy fairy tale armor. It's not bad.
Let's get started.
An excellent formation.
Naughty.
Here,
Yes. Slut.
Shit, I won!
See, it's funny. When I had people bitching about their insurance, it was
Articulate.
nothing but like podunk backwater people who were just like, well, how am I supposed to pay this, sir? It's like $15 a month. Well, oh, well, maybe you're rich enough that you can afford $15 a month. Shit. All right, let's go for him first.
Don't get cocky now.
Yep, this'll do.
Right behind you.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you were just stunned. You can't attack while you're stunned.
Take that.
Follow me.
See, just like NB was stunned there.
I'll go too.
There. Right behind you.
Yes.
Follow me. Pira- Eh? Yeah.
I'll go. So there. Once more. I told you we'd win.
Welcome, Dark Elf.
I think I got
Who just leveled up? This guy. I'm on fire.
He has. And I did get your Discord message, although Discord didn't alert me for whatever reason, or I didn't
Follow me.
notice after you did it if you did it late at night, or when I was at
That was easy.
my cousin's son's nephew's birthday party, whatever.
Growing too
I
fast.
don't
I'm
know
more charming now.
family relations. My cousin's son's birthday party.
You're worthless.
An excellent formation.
Take. Yep.
Right behind you.
Ah,
Follow me. Victory.
Okay. Yeah. I think after that stream, I literally, like, passed out. Like, I was so exhausted. Alright. You know what? You know what? No. That's all the way across the map. Let's just go to the next floor, because I can always come back. And there's going to be a lot of jerks in the way anyway, so there's that.
You're worthless.
This is a fine for me. There.
Right behind you.
Yes.
Incoming.
on to the next one.
So, what I
Ready to
think
engage.
the ultimate plan tonight is,
This formation's on
Um,
fire. There.
I am going to,
Follow me.
around, like, 10:30 or 11 my time, I'm probably going to
Go.
get off stream and then get back on in like a half an hour after, and then play something on PC instead upstairs. Because I have to set up stuff for that anyway, so even though it's going to be a lot of testing kind of stuff. Yeah, I think this is the bottom floor actually.
An excellent formation.
There.
It'll just be quieter so Delirious can get some sleep, and then I can be loud and crazy, and you can see my new stream setup and see that I don't look like a hobo anymore. Well, less like a hobo, I guess. Exactly.
I've become even stronger.
I'm not growing too fast. Yeah, I'm even more charming now.
Yes, of course.
Who just leveled up? This guy!
To the surprise of no one.
Well, the worst part is half of these monsters are just, like, things that live
If I can move, I can fight.
in that region. They're not even, like, actually monsters. To us, they're monsters. But they just live there. You can skip it. There's actually a button to like skip the entire thing, like entire story parts. And then I am not sure, but I think there's a way to sequence break a few things. But some of them require like story locks, because I think at this point, like, once you are in Melm, I think you can technically avoid all the story. Like, you can do other sections of the story. So it kind of, like, skips ahead. But a lot of times they're sequenced to what you get. Because I think before you get the key, the first key, you can skip sections of story. But button press wise, yes, you can. And sequence break, there's a few things I think you can sequence break. But I haven't done like full testing. I know that you can skip around doing certain things or get like secret information by doing things in weird ways. I don't know. There's a lot of ins and outs of this game that I don't think anyone's gotten clear yet.
Battle start. Give 'em what for.
Yeah. Well,
This formation's on fire! How's that?
You missed me. Shit. Yeah. Well fought, everyone.
I think with Baltini, I think she knows about Baltini previously in the story, because I think there's a scene later involving her and Baltini in the past.
You're worthless.
I know my role.
There! Right behind you! I
Ooh.
told you we'd win!
But that is kind of in strange spoiler territory, I think. But I don't know.
Oh dear.
Baltini doesn't.
Sure about that?
I don't know. I've never.
Take that.
Not really a spoiler, but I'm just gonna say that Baltini doesn't really get much of a story. Like, because they briefly talk about his backstory, and he obviously lives in the caravan. But there's see, I hate. This is why like NIS games are so frustrating to talk to people about, because like same thing with Disgaea. If you haven't played Disgaea, it's an experience like no other. But it's one of those things where there are parts of the story that only make sense once you've already passed a certain point in the story. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I really like characters having ideals and ambitions that are unclear, but they're revealed later in the story as to why they act that way, instead of being like other things. Yeah.
Incoming! I told you we'd win!
Like, not really a spoiler alert, really, but I cannot carry any more rocks, thank you. Yeah, I really need to sell my rocks. God damn it. Now I'm stenched.
Ready to engage. I know my role.
But, like, Etna's whole backstory has, like, a purpose.
Incoming!
Which is weird, because
We win.
Etna's whole backstory is retold later. and essentially what became like bonus content later. And let's do this. But this game has like a huge chunk of things, and I already lost my legs. I didn't even notice myself losing my legs.
Time to fight. So stand here.
But yeah, I've always kind of hated the very like I'm the villain because I'm the villain kind of character.
I told you we'd win.
Like the perfect example for anyone who's played like Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy VI, as much as people love it, the bad guys just like spell it out for you. Like
My favorite formation.
you pretty much know they're the bad guys like pretty early on.
Well fought.
But then in like by the time you get to like Final Fantasy X, the bad guys get a little bit more not black and white. You know, it's not like obvious who's the bad guy. Like Seymour. Everyone hates Seymour. But Seymour's not technically a bad guy. He's just Tidus's cockblock, I guess. But in their world, he's technically doing the right thing. So, I don't know. That whole thing is like, it's just such an odd gray area. Let's go this way. This way looks pretty nice. What's over here? Well, here's a pit. Let's jump that. Let's get in this door. I don't know. And I've always liked enemies that are not really 100% evil. But that's always like the things of good storytelling. And like, you know, heroes don't just like outright say like, you know, I want to do this to be the strongest warrior there ever was, and that's all. Or like, I must defeat this evil. It's just silly. Come on.
I think I got stronger.
I guess that's why, like,
Don't get cocky now.
yeah.
I know my role.
Here.
Like, that kind of stuff, I don't know. Like, especially heroes, like, either write your hero with, like, no personality, like, where your hero just gets kind of dragged from one event to the other, which I'm fine with. But a lot of these, like,
Get started.
I'm the hero that must always save the princess is just so tiring.
Right behind that.
Follow me. Yeah.
I mean, come
On
on
to the next
now.
one.
Dronia and Luca are pretty much the heroes of this story.
Who just leveled up? This guy.
Yeah. But like, it's weird that essentially Dronia is, for all intents and purposes, a bad person, but she really is the hero of the story. Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, like, that's the problem is, like, I didn't like Seymour because he's kind of a creep. Yeah. But just because someone's kind of a creep doesn't necessarily mean you need to, like, steal his bride because you saw her first, or, like,
Oh dear.
even though you're both summoners and that's, like, what's required of you
Once more.
as, like, a sacred tradition.
Incoming.
Coming.
And the fact that she, like, agreed to it, but then you're like, huh, lol, you set up the wedding and we're gonna just
Too fast. I'm even
steal
more
her.
charming now.
Like, I think they were trying to recapture, like, Final Fantasy IX's, like,
Formation.
the whole,
Right behind you.
like, saving the princess from a life, you know, changing, you know,
That was easy.
like, going against norms, like, in an interesting way. But, like, man, Tidus is a straight-up dick to Seymour. I mean, even when Seymour offers his help, Tidus is just like, meh, meh, meh. But. Ha 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 ha. Fuck. Fuck, please don't kill me. It didn't lose that much. So yeah, that's the thing that can happen. That wasn't that big of a deal.
Oh, better.
That was a big whoopsie. Like, I personally think that in terms of villains, though, I've always, like, Digital Devil Saga has some of the best, absolute best villains. Hands down. Because, I don't know, it's like, it's just other sides of the coin. It's not like these people are, like, some of them are bad, but they're not inherently bad. There's a reason. It's kind of like they were made that way, so they didn't really get a choice in it, which I think is a very odd duck thing. Alright, let's try to sneak past. Be sneaky. Alright, so what's the fastest way to get down there? Alright, where are you? Fucking really? Double fuck.
Time to fight.
Yes, I still have your story.
Oh, this is good.
They blocked once more.
Yes!
I
Twirl.
have read through it,
Miss.
but I was going to go back and leave comments, and then I just, like, time and everything else going on.
Oh, this is good.
There.
Nice. Good shot.
Well fought, everyone.
Let's not get in another fight with one of them. No. Delirious will probably say this is a lie, but truthfully, like, it takes a lot for me to not like a character,
This is a fine formation.
Yes!
Right behind you.
but a lot of times, like, oh, nice. Like, for me, like, the biggest hurt for characters, like, the thing that just, like, irks me, are characters that just do things, not because they think it's, like, the right thing, but they just, like, they have this overwhelming, like,
My favorite formation.
stupid compass, I guess, that tells them, like, oh, we have to do this, and it's like, No, you didn't have to do that, and you screwed everybody over because you did that. And then it always comes down to, like, the character turning around and blaming someone else. And it's really weird because a lot of, like, movies and stuff love doing this now, where it's like, a character is always in this, like, you made me do it kind of thing, and it's like, oh, shut up. Like, no one made you do anything. Like, ugh. Just, like, those kind of characters that, like, I don't know, that, like, turn it around. Like, Bird Box, that's, like, all she does. She, like, blames everybody else and acts like it's not her problem. And it's just like, you are an idiot. You literally did this to people, and then you're saying other things. No, they're like a main character that literally, like, idiotically stumbles their way into an ending. Like, there's so much of it now that, like, characters that, like, it's one thing if it's in a stoner movie and that's part of the joke, but it really does feel like some movies are just built around this character that's like that, where it's just like, ugh.
This is a fine formation.
Right behind you.
Take that! Take the... Die!
Or, like, people who put themselves into situations and then essentially everything goes wrong, and then they just, like, turn around and they're like, well, look whose fault this is. And it's just like, ugh. Like, basically characters that can't look themselves in the mirror. Like, they don't see what they're doing is wrong.
So stand here, right? Got it.
Kind of like,
Follow me.
see, Galleon, I think, is a very perfect villain, because even though Galleon is essentially a monster, I understand why Galleon does it, and I understand to him it makes sense. Like, this is how we, prevent another tragedy. This is how we prevent, these things. Because essentially, like, he did it because he was obsessed with the goddess. Like, he was very misguided. Lewd Phoenix Shield. And Death Invitation. So, like, he hides the fact that what he's doing is essentially abhorrent. And he kind of knows it's bad, but he's one of those characters that he's reached the point of no return, and he knows he has. But he's kind of embraced being too far, and I think embracing going too far is much more valuable as a character, because most people, like say something happens, you end up, just saying, in a fictional scenario, you end up in, like, a 7-Eleven pointing a gun at a cashier, and a cop walks in. Like, you're already 2 fingers in. Like, you really just, at that point, you kind of know you're screwed. And it's like, where do you take that from there? So, like, it makes more sense if, you're like, well, am I going to live up to being the villain, or am I going to just, run out of this situation? And when you're in, like, something that deep, you're already like, well, even if I run away or apologize, I've already done it. Like, you can't talk your way out of it. You can't stop the train you're on. Like,
This formation?
I don't disagree with him in his placement. Like, yeah, he lies to everybody, betrays everybody, but, like, also, to be fair, for his plan to work, he had to do a lot.
Incoming!
Because, I mean, like, the White Dragon was hidden from him. He didn't know the location of the other caves. Like, stuff like that
Yes, of course.
makes his side of the villain at least look a little more interesting, like why he let essentially the heroes get so close. And at least when he did his evil takeover, he cut off all the people who were like, who could actually do damage to him. That he was aware of. There's nothing worse than a villain who's like, I'm invincible. But like Galleon knew he wasn't invincible, so he just like booked it. He was just like, yeah, no. Anyway, I could go on like hours of synopsis from
Ready to
Lunar.
engage.
Both games.
I know my role.
Here.
Follow me. Coming.
I told you we'd win.
Oh dear.
This formation's on fire. There.
Yeah. A villain should. You know, I have to say, I've always liked the kind of medieval and sci-fi with like Phantasy Star and stuff like that. Those kind of worlds where it's like you have the technology, but you also still have past technology is always interesting. Yeah.
I know my role.
I told you we'd win.
But like the weird thing is that yeah, like Galleon, like his problem is that essentially if his plan went off, it wouldn't have been a terrible thing.
Start. Give 'em what for. Oh.
It's one of those things where it's like
Right behind you.
if he essentially killed the dragons to end the seals, so that means the goddess would stay on the earth essentially forever. She would remain in her tower, but he built her a mobile tower instead, so she could shine the light everywhere. Like, it sucks for the people who are living well under the protection of the goddess, but it's better for the vile tribe who were living without the protection of the goddess because of, you know, an event that happened thousands of years ago, or actually hundreds of years ago in the story. So in a way, you know, him and Zenobia working together to bring essentially the goddess's light to everyone isn't necessarily like the worst goal. How he went about it was maybe not the best.
Right behind you.
And the fact that he really couldn't accept that the goddess loved dying instead of him. Yeah.
I told you we'd win.
I mean, to be fair, Galleon thought that killing thousands of people was a good way to justify him getting snubbed by the goddess and snubbed by his friends and his suggestions about what to do. And it's weird too, because you'd think that someone like Master Mel would be the person that would... Fuck, I went the wrong way.
To fight.
Master Mel would be the person to,
I know my role.
you know, turn evil, because he was, you know, a pirate and everything else.
Follow me. Here I go. Yeah. I'll go too. Oh, there.
I told you we'd win.
to engage.
An excellent formation.
It is true. I don't remember. We were watching some awful Rift Tracks movie, and there was legitimately like one of those. The power of boners is stronger. But it was like, it was something so stupid, like, no, you're going to die. But it was like, no, the power of oh, no, 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 no. That's right. It was, out of nowhere, this kid, like, moves to another town, and then sees, like, he's like, I hate this town, it's the worst. Then this girl comes up and says hi to him, and it's like, hey, we should hang out and play some NES. And then he's like, I'm starting to like this town. Like, dude. You're too young to have the power of boners, but it was like a complete 180.
I'm even more charming now.
It's like, I like this town now that I have a girlfriend. Alright, yeah, that is the end there. That's the other thing that's strange is, in movies, it's never like,
right behind you.
it's always like the power of dude boners. It's like,
Easy peasy.
girl's in trouble or girl like needs something, grab her, pick her up, whatever. You could have like, you know, crazy, powerful, like everyone's in a mech suit kind of thing, but then it's like, the girl's love interest is like dying and she'll just be like, I'm out. Peace. Like, right away. It's like, the power of lady boners is, well, see you later. It's been nice knowing you. No, don't come this way. Just do it on Discord. Discord's mostly private, and you can delete your Discord message after you write it. Or I think you can even DM him, because NB's in the chat, so you can always private message him.
I'm on fire.
Yep, this'll do.
Actually, didn't you post your PSN and your email address in there? I don't know. I don't remember. I looked at the Discord message just before I started this, so I don't remember off the top of my skull. I was waiting for that to be a rock. If she was here, I'd give her salmon. I don't want it. I'll cook salmon for you and my wife, because honestly, it's we have a gigantic salmon in there, and I'm not going to eat it. So Delirious will eat it, but then like the other half will just go to waste. Yeah, come over for salmon dinner. I'm not going to eat that, so I'll cook for everybody else. Alright, be careful, don't fall in holes.
You're worthless.
So stand here, right?
Yes! There!
It's literally like a sliced side of salmon. It's not like a whole salmon. It's literally just like the side fillet. Wait a minute, Kyoto, you're Asian? Ugh, well, that's just unacceptable. I'm just kidding. Here's a big bag of fishtails. I must speak to Oracle about the future. You must. Now is fine, but it's not complete. Should I say something? What, you like the eyes? The brain? The face? I know a lot of people who really like fish face, and that's a weird thing. I must find a world with more magical power than this. For a fragment to be so powerful, is it a god? Yeah. A lot of people really like the head. Oh, and we're here. I didn't realize this is the place we technically need to be. I've never eaten it. I've had a lot of, like, fish. Like, you know, where you have, like, different parts of the fish. And I don't really, like, I've had fish liver oil and stuff like that. Fish liver is very weird. Like, I don't know. Something odd about it. Like, I don't know. It's like, I guess for me, like, I usually don't like organs in general, but like fish liver is like, I just don't even know. It tastes so weird. Like it's good but bad, and I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I don't even like normal stuff like cow liver or anything like that. Blech. Oh. I didn't know the Holy King's key was right here. Well, in that case, so we have the King key. Fucking rocks. Actually, that's fine, because I can come back.
So stand here, right?
There! Here! Yes! Huh.
Although I did see a great one, Twitter meme. One of the people I follow is from... Are they from Indonesia? I believe they're from Indonesia. Either way, it's Rizzy Draws, and they're pretty sure they're from Indonesia, and yeah, because they were talking about the Sultan of Brunei. But they had this one picture, and someone was like, "You see this in your kitchen? Like, how screwed are you?" Or like, "What do you do?" And it's this picture of this giant spider. And after the guy posted the original one, Rizzy posted a thing that was like, it's like everyone else screams, but Cambodians be like, here comes dinner. I was like, holy shit, dude. I don't know how people eat spiders. Gross. But yeah, there's a lot of dunking on Cambodians for some reason. Don't understand that. Still funny though.
We win.
Another golden garlic, good. Alright, so we still have those two chests up there. Hey, with that. You can either
Let's begin, shall we?
be into scat fetishes or furry. You can't be both.
Sure about this?
There! Take that! Take that! Right behind you! Spirited! Incoming!
Me next. Coming! That was easy.
Alright, so how far do we have to go? Alright. Wait, what about me changing my name? Huh? I'm pretty sure
Shall we?
my name is so unique, and then other than someone who would try to extort me, or someone who doesn't like me and doesn't want me on a platform and steals my name, I have never run into a problem other than me not realizing that I'm logged into, or that I already have an account with a website, being like, who stole my name? And then I see my email and I'm like, oh, I stole my own name. Whoops. But honestly, I don't think my social media names have ever changed. Although I do have a second YouTube channel that is very hidden. That has a lot of very, I won't say odd stuff, but old stuff, I guess is the better term.
Let the battle
I think there's like 3 videos on it? 4 videos?
Sure about this formation?
There! Right behind you!
I'm pretty sure it's still there, and I could probably... Actually, I don't even know if I'm able to log into it anymore. I'd have to remember my password.
Time to fight.
Oh, it's ancient. It was a failure.
This formation's on fire!
I actually accidentally uploaded videos vice versa and then had to delete them. So I was just like, ah, screw it. I mean, technically I have 3 YouTube channels, but one of them you'll never find. It's literally just one I use at work. But that's also because I'm generally shifty with that kind of stuff.
Time to fight. I know my role.
There! Right behind you! Stop!
Yeah.
Let the battle begin. I know my role.
Well, the problem with PSN's like search, if you're going to like, if you know people through YouTube, like it's more frustrating in the fact when people have like names that do not match their info at all. So like there'd be just no way you'd ever find them. It's like, oh yeah, you know.
I become even stronger.
I'm not growing too fast. I'm even more.
Yes, of course.
I'm feeling more articulate.
Who just leveled up? This guy!
To the surprise of no one.
Yours would just be hentai games and fighting games. This isn't like a surprise.
I won't lose next time!
Thanks for helping me out.
I'll learn from this mistake.
Perfect! Much obliged.
Yeah, you can't deny it. Yeah, actually, funny story. My other channel that I used to have, my second channel, had a different name, and then I changed it, and they let me change it back when YouTube actually let you change your YouTube name. And then it lay dormant, and I created this one instead. Because originally I was just going to have a YouTube just to post random videos, and then the other ones were going to be gaming videos. But it was a pain in the ass because YouTube used to like force, so I'd have to like either completely log out and log back in, but sometimes it would like throw me out or say like, oh, this is wrong, I think you mean this account. Oh, it's the morakdais account you want. And it was just a big headache, so I just stopped using the one and just started using morakdais because I was doing more gaming stuff anyway. Alright, so yeah, I saved. We're all good. It's finally a little bit of story time. I do really like that a lot of this story is voice acted. I really hate that the in-dungeon stuff isn't voice acted. Something about that bothers me. But anyway. Compared to the other gates, this one gives off a devout, almost holy air. But the seal in the gate is too strong, and it cannot be opened. What the heck and heck? I thought there's supposed to be another event here. Yeah, because there's no other upper events. Yeah, I got all that. Got all that. Because I know there's one event that's kind of in a weird place. Oh, maybe she's on the end of the dock. Yeah, I think I missed that one, but that's fine. Either way, I'll be able to catch it. There's a way to cheat this. Let's just save again, even as silly as it is. And we'll just go talk to her on the dock. I play games all over the place. Like, honestly, like, my PSN, if you look through my trophies list, I have, like, stuff that's all just kind of all over the place. And, I don't know. I always like trying new games just to see if they're any good. And I don't really have a lot of games that I played, like, in the... Like, Assassin's Creed. No interest in those types of games. So, like, those will, I don't think, ever appear. I played a little bit of the first one, and I thought it was boring. So, I don't know. Like, those kind of, like, Tomb Raider, or, like, games that were already out for PlayStation 1 or 2 that have just, like, continued to shovel out new sequels. Most of those you probably won't find on my PSN trophies. Or sports games. Or wrestling games. Which wrestling is a sport game. Whatever. Porta stares out at the water. As Porta rises to her feet, she suddenly clutches her head in pain. At the same time, you hear a booming voice in your head. My devout followers, my beloved sons and daughters, I am God. I come to deliver a task to thee. For 1,000 years thou hast dutifully served me, and time has come for thee to bear witness to the fruits of thy devotion. Complete the delivered task, and I shall grant thine wish. Though a mask hides her face, you can still tell that Porta is excited to receive this news. Thou must open all the gates beneath the morgue by dawn tomorrow. The moment of retribution is nigh. Porta sprints towards the morgue. What's going on? Huh? Porta abandoned her station? Well, that's quite a twist. Ever since you people arrived, this island has been a hotbed of excitement. Holly chuckles and disappears. Alright, Dark Elf. You have fun teaching English and trying to get the kids not to stick fingers in each other's butts. Alright, so let's see. I don't remember if she goes up or if she's down now. Because I remember there's a whole running thing, but I think there's a scene first. Okay, no. It's back to Geronia, and then we start the chase down. Which won't last very long. So story time.
Come on, Luca. Wake up already. I'm not made of magic, you know.
I brought you a sandwich. I figured you could eat it with one hand so it won't interrupt the infusion.
How considerate.
Consideration is a virtue in the eyes of God. That's why I made you a potato sandwich.
Luca's the one who loves potatoes. Maybe the smell of potatoes will be what jolts her awake.
Then I shall bring potatoes every day until Luca wakes up. I hope you're prepared, Madame Dronia.
I'll be shocked if that's what ends up working.
So, how is she doing?
Same as ever. She's still asleep, but I think she'll make a full recovery. I guess I'll eat. What's up with this bread? It's hard as rock.
I'm sorry. Ever since Miss Melee was taken from us, this city has been without a bakery. Do you not like it?
That's not it. I'm trying to eat when I can, but I just don't have much of an appetite.
Madame Dronia, I think you've been pushing yourself too hard. You don't look well. I think it's best if you get some rest.
Stop bothering me.
Sorry.
Trapti, I'm counting on you. The other witches will be here soon.
Two days remain. Today is the day. Go see Oracle. You know, I don't know how the smell of potatoes could wake somebody up. I mean, normally potatoes don't smell. Maybe if you've been working out a lot and you haven't really changed much, the potatoes might smell, but that's probably most of you before your actual potatoes start smelling. Let's be serious. Alright, so I believe we just... Oh, no, actually, we have to do this first. Right, we have to scapegoat. Yeah. We have 99 karma, it's definitely time to do that. Even though the scene is sad, I just kind of imagine both of them hanging their exposed boobs above her neck, above her nose. And then she's just like unconscious with two women hovering boobs over her face. Just like, what? None of this makes any sense. This won't work. Alright, I think we have to go from the start and go upstairs first. Let's just double check. But that's also because there are actual potatoes and then innuendo potatoes in this game. Okay, no. So he's all the way in the basement. Let's leave. Actually, we don't have to leave. No, she seems pretty interested in Dronya. I just think more of the hilarity of saying something like that. Okay. Okay, no, he's not here. Okay. There it is, B1. This is circuitous, but I remember there's a part where you actually have to kind of chase them down. So, let's just do this. Well, Dronya really hasn't had the best love life. And I always forget it's the first one, first door on the left, or on the right. I mean, can you really blame her? Oracle stands before you. I'm glad you came. Before we address the key, I'd like to talk first. I need to tell you about this world, Amadeus. Beyond this island, there's nothing but open water. The sunken ruins of a lost civilization. And Menania, who send the dead by boat to the morgue. Yes, this world has already fallen, 1,000 years ago. After saying that, Oracle leaves. Yeah. A little more to it, but fairly astute. Oracle stands before you. Of course, this world once existed intact and whole. But in a single night it fell to ruin. Why? Velkuvrana attacked us. Do you know what Velkuvrana is? A symbol of nothingness. Oblivion incarnate. Neither god nor demon, it roams from world to world, destroying or conquering them as it sees fit. That being said, it was not Velkuvrana who destroyed this world. For that task, a fragment of its body was more than sufficient. An avatar of destruction. We called it Slavek. I was there when the witch Mora and countless others. The battle was hard fought, but by the skin of our teeth we won. After the battle, the Holy Lance was created to seal Slavek. Even now it slumbers underground, sealed beneath our very feet. After saying that, Oracle leaves. Yeah. Pretty much. Baba's a little polite about that. Alright, and then we have to go up and around. Ugh. Ah, you bastard.
Let the battle begin.
An excellent formation.
Right behind
I mean,
you.
it doesn't really matter if I get into battles, because essentially once I get him to be in the basement, then I'm just gonna warp out, save, and then talk to him at the very bottom. Because it's not worth it to traverse the level just to get to him. That's why I keep the save point there. There's another point to doing that, but that won't be for a little while. Okay, good. Oracle stands before you. Using the Holy Lance, we managed to seal away Slavek. But the power of the Holy Lance is not infinite, for its power is derived from the souls of the dead. With so many dead throughout the world, there were plenty of souls to use. We dispatched Manania across the lake to send us dead bodies so that we may harvest their lingering souls. By providing these souls to the Holy Lance, the seal has remained intact. After we devised this system, Mora left. She said she was going on a journey to find a way to save this world. But when she finally returned, she was different. She had changed body and soul. Mora was gone, and in her place stood the Calamity Witch Furia. After saying that, Oracle leaves. Calamity Witch Furia? That name sounds familiar. Follow Oracle. Yeah, now he's down by the exit. Which I guess we are going to have to traverse the level. I thought he didn't do that, but...
Let the battle begin. I can work with this formation. There. Yes. Take that.
I am glad that they actually put the exclamation points for story parts in, so you know to, like, avoid them. Or to, you know where they went. I mean, granted, all the places you could meet him are, like, choke-out points. But still. I still gotta sell those stinking rocks. So we now know the Calamity Witch Furia was apparently someone trying to save these worlds. Oracle stands before you. Furia told me to hide the key. She had the power to make people immortal, so she came to me with an offer. In exchange for becoming the caretaker of this place and guarding the key, she would grant me eternal life. Those were the terms she presented, and I accepted. At the time, I didn't realize I had agreed to become her undying slave. And I didn't realize that the key had been sealed within Slavek either. But I had nothing but time on my hands. So I eventually figured out how to extract the key from Slavek without breaking the seal. We're almost there. It's impressive how disgusting this place has become. After saying that, Oracle leaves. I mean, yeah, you've been working in like essentially a crypt world for God knows how long. Thousands of years. I mean, if you were forced to work a job for that long, of course you'd be tired of it. Now, actually, I really should save, because this boss sucks. Spoiler alert, boss up incoming. This boss is really bad. And I really hope we can actually survive it. I believe we can. I believe... That's actually from a game that's worse than most games I've played. I should play that on stream at some point, just for hilarity. Because I played the first one. This gate was once shut by a powerful seal, but now the seal is broken and you may enter. Please, come in. Oracle, why would you do this? Also, I'm mapping this out. Because screw you, Oracle. In the dark room, you sense Oracle is standing nearby. Porta. She's a piece of Slavek, too. It created her just before we sealed it away. She's harmless. She has no memory of Slavek and doesn't know anything. Ooh, excuse me, I have like burps from the Euro. But I was too scared to reveal myself to her. Too scared to look for hope in the depths of despair. Regardless of her origins, she is truly loved by God. She is too bright for me to behold. So I remained hidden from her. I wanted to watch over her like a god. But there is no god here. There is only Slavek. 2 days have passed since I made my promise, and I have the key now. At last my enslavement will end. My curse will be lifted. Oracle handed you the key, but he suddenly noticed Porta standing behind him. What a terrible night to have a curse. You're unsure if Porta overheard the whole conversation, but she starts aggressively pointing towards the hollow. Is she hearing that voice again? Porta? What are you doing here? Did you release Slavek's seal? How could you? Porta seems surprised by how upset Oracle is. I see. Slavek has been communicating with Porta. She hid that for 1,000 years. Preparing for this moment that I had hoped would never happen. You win, Slavek. Porta, I've lived long enough to know the emptiness of eternity. You're a gentle child. Now go. Slavek, as Holy King, my death will restore power to your seal and energize the Holy Lands for centuries to come. But if you still wish to eat me... Oracle smiles as Slavek swallows him whole. Well, there wasn't much hesitation there. Porta picks up the key dropped by Oracle and runs away. Slavek seems to shout something to Porta, but you can't understand it. You leave the room. Yeah, probably best that you leave. Should probably return to the base for now. Porta took the key. Report this to Madame Dronia. Yeah. Yeah, not so good. Mostly because I can't fit in the wall.
Are you all right? I think you're pushing yourself too hard.
Luca, how much longer are you going to sleep? Wake up! Damn it. Why? I've been infusing you with magical energy for days. What's the problem? Is her magic too powerful? Or is my magic... Wait... My magic... My magic is barely coming out? I see. No wonder she still hasn't recovered. What have I been doing?
Madame Dronya?
What? What the hell have I been doing? Maybe I really am just a worthless scarecrow.
Madame Dronya! I know you don't want to hear this, but you need to rest. You're on the verge of collapsing. If you keep going, you'll endanger your life.
My life? Endanger my life, huh? That's right. I still have my life. Even if it costs me all of my magical energy, I will not be just a worthless scarecrow. I am Dronya. Dusk Witch Dronya. And scarecrow or not, I will keep going, Marietta. As long as I still have a drop of mana in my body, I'm never giving up. Luca!
Madame Dronya?
You little dummy. You finally woke up.
I gotta clean.
Don't worry about cleaning. Just rest, Luca.
Thank God. I'm so relieved. Luca. Madame Dronya!
I'm fine. Just weak. That's all. Thank you, Marietta. I'm sorry for all the trouble.
Thank you for your diligence. Do you want to rest now?
Yeah. I think I do. I'm exhausted. Just let me lean on your shoulder.
Okay.
Hooray! Luca's alive! Let's find that key. And save the game. I know, right? Everybody's happy. Dronya's relieved, Luca's taking a nap and doesn't have to clean for once in her life, and Marietta got a little bit of love back. Everybody's happy. Except for Baba Yaga, because she's dead. Yeah. There's something over there. Porta doesn't appear to be here. Oh my! But Porta's scheduled to be here. With that, Holly disappears. Also, how's my karma looking? Good. 0. Because I do want to check another thing. Just before we do any exploration downstairs or otherwise. A white flower, not a rose, mind you, has been placed in front of Oracle's room. The flower is already wilting. It must have come from a casket. You leave the area. Well, that's sweet of Porta. When you peek inside, you see that the candle is unlit. Moonlight shines into the room through a small hole in the ceiling. Porta is quietly staring at the moon. Porta holds the key to the moonlight, and the key shines before vanishing without a trace. Porta seems too awestruck by the shining particles to move. Holly suddenly appears before you. Hehehe. What an interesting turn of events. I wonder if this is goodbye for me, too. If so, I guess now is the right time to tell you. I think when I was alive, I was the woman in Porta's photo. It's just a feeling that I have, though. I don't actually remember my past life. Hehehe. Her feelings for that woman are strong. Strong enough to keep her from crossing over, despite being strangers to each other. How awkward. She can't see me, but I'll stay in this dusky world and watch over her until my soul withers away. Oh, it feels like today has already ended. That's a relief. Here there's no yesterday or tomorrow, just today that goes on forever. With that, Holly chuckles and disappears. Now that you have more information about the key, you should probably return to base and report to Madame Dronia. The key was a fake! How dare you fake me! I can't believe you've done this.
Luca, my child, are you awake?
Abby? What am I doing here?
You don't remember, do you? You were in an accident, my child, and unconscious for several days.
An accident? But how come I don't hurt anymore?
Because Madame Vronia took care of you.
She did?
Yes, she shared her magic with you.
She did? Huh? Her magic? When? How long was I asleep?
You've been asleep for 7 days.
Ah! Madame Junior! Madame Junior! Madame Junior! Are you okay? Are you okay?
Must you be so loud when you wake up? How annoying.
Madame Junior!
I'm fine. You don't need to worry.
Yes, I do! Yes, I do! Are you okay, Madame Junior? Can you see? Can you move your hands?
Jeez. Well, I'm glad you're awake.
Madame Junior? You're acting nice? Are you sure you're okay? Did you get bumped on the head? Don't tell me you're fake!
Well, this is day 7. I guess we couldn't find the other key after all. It's okay, Tracty. I should have known 7 days wasn't enough time to find it. So, we just have the one key, huh?
Madame Jonia! A whole bunch of soldiers are coming!
What are you doing here, Fiona?
Just so you know, I've dispelled the ward you erected around this town. Also, I'm pleased to inform you that Baba Yaga's 24 apprentices have finally arrived, and they're just dying to see you again. They have Refrain completely surrounded. You have nowhere to run, Dronia.
You went to a lot of trouble to organize this little class reunion.
It's not like you to make quips, Dronia. Are you trying to stall for time while you think of your next move? Well, no matter. I already know that you have a second key. But don't worry. I won't force you to hand it over. You stole Patrone's letter to Baba Yaga. You stole the Tractatus de Monstrum. And as if that wasn't enough, you brazen bitch, you stole Baba Yaga's name, too. But at last, your sins have caught up to you.
You have a big mouth for a little runt.
Now then, Lady Luca, you may dismiss this Dronia poppet. What? Thank you for keeping a diligent watch over Dronia. Madame Baba Yaga is very pleased with your results. Don't worry about the last key. The Witches of Ruler will claim it after we take back the Tractatus de Monstrum. As a Fiona Poppet who contains the will of Baba Yaga herself, it's no surprise that I would emerge victorious.
What the... Dronia Poppet? Fiona Poppet? What are you talking about?
I can't dismiss this Dronia Poppet.
Luca!
I thought you might say that, Lady Luca. You are so predictable. Tell me, Dronia, do you remember Klaus? It felt like destiny when I found out he was here. I mean, what are the odds of running into him again? That aside, he was recently taken by an unclean one. But it might be more accurate to say that he wanted it to take him. I wonder what's going to happen next. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Governor Patrone, this is... what brings you here?
Dronia, is it true that you were pretending to be Baba Yaga?
I suppose I'm out of excuses. Yes, that's correct. I'm just Dusk Witch Dronia.
I knew it. And is this one of your cohorts?
No, Baltini.
Baltini. I understand. Since we're all being open and honest with each other, I have a question for you, Patrone. Why are you in this town of sinners?
So, you've learned that much. Fine. I will explain. Wait outside and secure the area. Station yourself far from the caravan so as not to hear our voices.
Looks like we have the place to ourselves.
Was learning the true purpose of this town also part of your exploration? How much do you know?
I know enough.
The town of Refrain is a purgatory where the souls of sinners congregate. Through my dealings with outsiders, I figured out that I'm the soul of a sinner who died more than 100 years ago. Soon after, I began to carefully gather information and document all activity that occurred in this town. At first, I tried to talk about it with others in the town. I even appointed criers to announce death notices every morning. But it was no use. No one remembers. Dronia, do the people of this town look like sinners to you? Of course not. Most of them are good, decent people. But their essence is still sinful. Sinners and good people, is there even a difference? Break the law and you're a sinner. Resist sin and you're a good person. What is sin anyway?
I have no interest in discussing this subject. The concept of sin is a human construct. Taken to its logical conclusion, every human being is technically a sinner.
That's right. Sin is natural. And there is wisdom to be gained from it. But sin itself is a product of the heart. Over time, it rots a person's soul. As an outsider, I don't expect you to understand the suffering that festers in the depths of our souls. The endless days this town perpetuates. The same day for all eternity. But after a while, this purgatory starts to feel almost comforting. It's quite strange, really.
So what you're telling me is, I'm having a conversation with a dead man.
I'm not the only one. Everyone in this town is a dead sinner. Our only salvation is the unclean ones. They roam this city like angels of mercy, guiding us into the loving arms of death. Have you ever taken a good look at them? Seen the pity in their eyes? In this purgatory, those creatures are our saviors. It is they who bear the terrible burden of our impure sins.
Yes. It didn't take long for me to notice that they had no interest in outsiders like us.
Exactly. When the sun sets, the unclean ones appear to relieve us. They're true masters. And for each soul they save, it's as though they never existed here in the first place. Relationships between people can be affected by their surroundings. Wouldn't you agree? No one in this town remembers Meili, the baker's daughter, except me, because I documented her everyday activities. Though I'm sure outsiders like you still remember her. And with Meili's disappearance, Juliet's personality has changed. As far as I'm concerned, Juliet has always been a wicked little slut, but my records prove she wasn't always like that. When a soul disappears, it affects everyone who once had a relationship with them. Sometimes drastically so.
So, why did you summon Baba Yaga? Why did you need a witch to explore the labyrinth?
Oh, you assumed her identity without knowing why I summoned her. I don't need to be relieved from this town. On the contrary, I wish to live here forever. But the people who disappear, they vanish without a trace. Like they never existed at all. Can you imagine it? The despair of being the only one who knows that these people have been forgotten.
No one forced you to keep tabs on this town's residents. If it bothers you so much, just burn all your documents.
You must understand, in this purgatory where the same day repeats for eternity, I cannot perform such a drastic action. But even so, I still want to stay here.
So you thought the remedy for your problem could be found in the labyrinth beneath Refrain?
Yes. I thought the legendary Great Witch Baba Yaga could help me. I did everything I could to find her. But instead of Baba Yaga, I got you. Tronia, you should know, I absolutely hate liars. My wives were liars. All 12 of them. That's why I had to kill them, you see. That's why I'm here. But it's not like I actually remember my sins.
Petrone, this conversation has made me realize something. You may understand what's happening around you, but you are completely unaware of how you have changed too. Perhaps you needed Klaus more than he needed you.
Klaus? Who? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're through here. To my side, men! Take them into custody and hang them.
Don't move, witch! Luca, I'm so glad you're safe.
I'm all better now. Madame Juna healed me. She did.
I know. It's good to have you back. Thanks, Dronia. You did a good job treating her.
Huh? Is this really the time to be having this conversation?
Damn it! Move in! Move in!
Neldo.
Dronia, use my sword!
Hey! Do I look like I know how to use this?
Don't resist! Drop your weapon!
Very well. I'm not strong enough to use this anyway. There's only one weapon light enough for me to wield.
Good. Now don't try anything stupid!
A knife!
You bitch! Who do you think you're messing with?
Luca, take Trakti and get out of here! I'll be right behind you! Neldo, take care of Luca!
This way, Luca!
What?
Stop!
Here! This is yours now!
Whoa! Hey! Get back here, witch!
Why is the sky red? Refrain is shuddering? Why? Because the truth of this town has been revealed? What's going on?
Where the hell did that damn witch go? Don't let her get away!
It's like they don't even notice this strange phenomenon. Or perhaps only outsiders can see it. so damn persistent.
Search every inch of this town for the witch, the child, and that young man! Don't let them get away!
Did I lose them? I still haven't found Luca and Neldo. I hope they managed to escape. But... Shit. My vision's getting blurry. Do I have a fever? Not my leg. Damn it. Not yet.
There you are, Dronya! Dronya's okay, right? Well, I'll take her to the Abbey. If you run into the soldiers, could you divert them away from the Abbey? Okay. Thanks. I think. I'm counting on you.
Where am I?
We're hiding out in the Abbey. Just so you know, you have a really bad fever right now.
Shut up. Where's Luca? Is she okay?
She's on her own.
What? Why are you not with her? I knew I shouldn't have left her with you.
Don't get the wrong idea. Luca's the only reason I'm here helping you.
Hey, what's your deal with Luca, anyway? Don't want to answer, huh? Or maybe you can't answer. It's all the same, either way.
I'm gonna go look for Luca. I'll lock the door in case any soldiers come. Stay put and don't leave. Damn, I can't find Luca. I'm losing her scent. Damn it. No! I've completely lost her. How could I lose Luca? I shouldn't have helped Dronya. God damn it! I guess I have no other choice. Luca! Answer if you can hear me! Luca! Luca!
I'm so glad. I thought they caught you.
Same to you. But I'm glad you're okay.
What about Madame Dronya? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She's at the Abbey.
Hey! Luca! It's Dronya!
Fritz, what are you doing out
worried because I saw all those soldiers surrounding the caravan.
Luca!
What? Get off of me! I wasn't the only one looking for you. Oz was too, you know? Said something didn't feel right.
Fritz, behind you!
Huh? Ah!
Fritz! Fritz!
Ah.
No. Fritz. Fritz is gone.
Did it take him? Luca, no! Please, wait! It's for the best. You heard what Patrone said, right? He's been set free. Shh! It's still too dangerous right now. Let's head for the Abbey once everything calms down.
Oh. Okay.
Don't worry, you'll find out soon enough.
I can't believe they haven't been caught by an unclean one yet. I mean, what are the odds?
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
Oh, soldiers! Hey! Give me some food! Pretty please!
Huh? You talking to me?
Just ignore that slut. You could do way better than some homeless beggar. I heard her family's business was almost as big as Governor Patrone's, till it went under a couple of years ago. This is what she's been reduced to ever since she lost her fortune, her house, and her family.
And her Instagram account. Terrible.
What a shame. Guess you never know when you're gonna lose everything in life.
Hey! We're done over here! You guys search the North District!
Roger.
The sun should be rising soon. But why is the sky so ominous? And the rumbling? What's happening to this town?
Nildy! Nildy, come on! We gotta hurry!
Huh? The lock's broken. A nun wouldn't have done this. Did someone break in?
La 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 la.
That sounded like Madame Dronia.
Luca, wait here. I'll go upstairs and take a look. The doorknob is twisted off.
La 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 la. Next is...
What the hell is going on?
Hmm.
Dolly, Dolly. Big, big Dolly. Still alive, even like this. Amazing. I want to tear you apart. I want to eat you up. Gobble you right up. Again. I want to hear you scream again. Let me hear it, Dolly.
You... What are you...
Finally. I finally found it. The perfect Dolly for me. She's beautiful. So beautiful. Smells so good. This part's soft. This part's hard. A dolly for me to love. A dolly to love me back. Smoochy, smoochy.
Kill me. Please.
Dronya! Luca? Damn it. Don't look! What happened to...
I'll break anyone who gets between me and my dolly! I'll break up the pieces!
No. Let's go.
Okay, dolly. Time to dress you up. Now it's Nimto's puppet show. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
They're crazy. They're all crazy. All of them. Everyone in this town is dead. I never should have come here. Me and Madame Junior weren't supposed to come here. Now they're acting crazy and it's all my fault.
Yeah, that's the other death. Yeah, that's quite possibly one of the most horrible things in this game. I mean, there are other things that are worse earlier, but having like a psycho killer rapist that likes ripping off women's arms and legs is pretty horrible. But now you know the secret of the town. Now it's time to see how things would be different. Oh yeah, this game doesn't fuck around. So let's see the alternate story. How it's supposed to go.
Do you even know how to use a sword? Drop your weapon, now!
Very well. I'm not strong enough to use this anyway. There's only one weapon light enough for me to wield.
Good. Now don't try anything stupid!
Don't stab him! Here, Madame Junior! Over here!
Hold it! Dronia, take care of Luca for me!
Over here, Madame Junior! This way!
Looks like I gave you too much magic. I'm already out of breath.
Are you okay, Madame Junior?
Yes. Sorry.
Hey! Luca! Miss Dronia!
Fritz? Where's your boss? That's right.
Oh, Luca! I was worried because I saw all those soldiers surrounding the caravan.
Look out!
Huh? Whoa!
Milton, all right? Madame Junior's with us. Just go home, Fritz. It's dangerous out here. Super dangerous.
Yeah, okay. You guys be careful too.
Phew, that was close. Come on, Madame Junior. We're almost at the Abbey. Let's go. can't get inside.
Yeah. This looks impossible. It might be best if we look for a different place.
But there are soldiers everywhere. If we run away now... Nepto?
No.
Say, isn't that Nemto? Huh? What the hell is he doing?
What?
Hey, what are you doing? Did the witch mind control him or something? Hey, get back here!
I knew it. Looks like Marietta isn't here, but we should be a little safer now. I hope. Madame Dronia, you don't look so good. You're really pale.
Don't worry about it. I just need to rest a bit. Then we can find Neldo, look for the key, and...
Welcome, Dronia. You look awful.
trying to ambush us, Fiona.
Don't try to act all tough, Dronia. I can tell you're practically hemorrhaging, Mana. You may have escaped the soldiers, but it doesn't change your predicament. Have you forgotten? We have this town surrounded. Now, Lady Luca, as I said before, we no longer need this Dronia puppet. So I ask that you undo the contract. If you refuse, well, then it might be amusing to see what happens if that craftsman's boy gets taken. Fritz? Again? Fiona, you... Or I could let that Juliet bitch get taken instead of... Shut up, Fiona! If you keep bullying Madame Dronia and everyone else, I won't forgive you! I won't! What are you saying? I mean it! I really, really mean it! Yeah? And what are you gonna do about it? I swear by my title as Soul Witch that I'll dismiss you, Fiona! Lady Luca, if you do that, Madame Baba will punish you terribly. I don't care if Madame Baba kills me, so you better leave Madame Dronia alone! Fine. I'll stop. Guess you live to see another day, Dronia.
Fiona, what are you? Why are you so loyal to Baba?
Ignorant as ever, I see. But since I'm feeling nice, I'll educate your foolish mind. The true purpose of the witches produced by the Ruler Magic Academy is to find the labyrinth that contains the keys.
What?
But there are many labyrinths like the one beneath Refrain all over the world. And the keys that we are after, nobody knows where they are either. So we gain positions within governments around the world, gather intelligence about local labyrinths, and explore them. I assume Valnia knew that as well.
Huh? But all you've done so far is just follow us around.
Yes, well, my mission was to observe Lady Luca and her Dronia puppet for any irregularities.
I see. So you've been watching us from the start.
Yes. I worked so hard to beat out the competition at the academy, just to end up an observer. So frustrating. But I also learned a great deal by observing the unclean ones that roam this town. And now, I know how to do something very interesting. What if I told you I knew how to take a person's fate and scatter it like dust in the wind?
You figured out how to make the unclean ones get rid of anyone who got too close to us.
Really? Fritz, did you really use the unclean ones, Fiona? That's right. I was so bored. So dreadfully bored. Day after day, all by myself, doing nothing but observing. While you both were out having fun with this town's vermin, all I could do was watch like a useless idiot. I just wanted to have fun. That's why I played with them. Oh, you've played with bugs before, right, Lady Luca? You know how fun it is to rip off their legs and wings? What I did is the exact same thing. No, it's not. I've never done that. And humans aren't bugs. They're totally different. Huh? What are you talking about, Lady Luca? Humans are vermin in the eyes of a witch. Just stop, please. Hearing you talk like this makes me want to cry. I understand. I won't say any more then. Unfortunately, I don't stand a chance against you, so I'll let the other witches take care of Dronia's disposal. However, please don't forget that you are surrounded by enemies and have nowhere to run. If you'll excuse me, I shall take my leave. Goodbye, Dronia. I doubt we'll ever see each other again. Now I just need my new orders from Madame Baba Yaga.
You think Baba is still alive, Fiona? I got rid of her days ago.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to trick me? Why? Marietta!
Are you both all right?
Hey, why did you stab her?
Isn't she your enemy? Besides, I saw this exact same witch on top of the wall surrounding this town.
You mean another Fiona puppet?
I knew it! Madame Dronia. Maybe the other witches never came. Maybe they're all Fiona puppets. But I don't think those other puppets will come after us.
Why is that?
Those other Fiona puppets should already know that I defied Madame Baba. And now they all know they can't beat me either.
Fiona puppets. Then I'm also a puppet, Luca? I guess even bad memories can still evoke nostalgia.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of story to get through. Big Bomb! This is really where they dump things out, so they kind of throw the cards in the air. Because things are about to get really real fast. And pretty much this episode, tomorrow's episode, and probably next Wednesday's episode will probably be pretty intensive with story. So here's some more. Also, I've muted my mic, because honestly, this story is too good to interrupt.
I can't believe Baba sent a summons for me to come all this way. If she thinks it's a short trip from the kingdom to here, then she has no idea what it's like to be a court witch. Still, why did she say I have to visit Isara now? And what the hell am I even supposed to say to her?
Madame Velnia. You actually came.
Ugh, this asshole. Step aside. I didn't come to visit you.
Still as blunt as ever.
Once I see Isara, I'll be on my way.
Papa!
Isara's daughter? She doesn't even look like her. She looks like her father.
Didn't I tell you to wait inside, Luca?
I'm sorry, Papa. But...
Now, Madame Velnia. About my wife.
She's not yours. She was never yours. You took her from me. You both did.
She... has passed away.
What?
Her health took a turn for the worse after Luca was born. But she wrote to you every day. Up until... 1 year ago.
1 year ago?
Madame Velnia!
Isara is... dead? She's been dead for a year? Isara is dead. Because of you. You did this to her.
Pardon me, Duskwitch Velnia.
Yes?
A letter has arrived for you.
Thank you.
Dear Madame Velnia, Papa is really sick. He wants to see you. We would be happy if you came to visit.
The letter said you were really sick.
I knew you wouldn't come unless she wrote that.
This has been a waste of my time. I'm leaving.
But I am very sick. I don't have much time left. When I die, please take care of Luca. I can't leave her with Baba Yaga.
What? How dare you ask that of me? I don't know what Isara told you about me, but I'm not that kind of person.
And one other request.
Are you listening to me? Did you really make me come all this way just to receive your last will and testament? I'm under no obligation to listen to anything you have to say.
You truly are a student of Baba Yaga. Does that mean you know how to cast spells known only to her?
Depends on the spell.
Then, please hear my request.
I can do that, but you'll lose all your memories in the process. While there is a spell that can transfer memories, it is beyond the grasp of most witches. Even I'm not skilled enough to wield that kind of magic.
That's fine. I just want to stay by Luca's side for as long as I can. Until she can be of use to you someday. It's... what Isara would want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just so afraid to die. I can say I'm doing this for my wife and daughter, but I'm just weak.
Crying won't move me. I'm under no obligation to help you, remember?
My wife was right about you. She told me that you...
If Mama could do it, then I can do it too! I can! Just watch, Auntie Velnia! I'll make the jump!
Wait! Don't jump! It's too far for you!
I did it! I made the jump! I made the jump, Auntie Velnia!
Luca!
Auntie Velnia! Auntie Velnia, I'm so sorry.
You killed her. Velnia is dead because of your selfishness. Your mama who birthed you is dead. Your papa is dead too. You will bear the burden of this sin for the rest of your life. Alone. Worry not, child. There is one path available to you. You must awaken your power as a witch. Becoming a witch would normally require years of training. But you have inherited the great power of the soul witch from your mother. Here, use these.
That's Mama's favorite doll.
You wish to see your precious auntie again, yes? Then you must put her soul into this doll, or be alone forever. Do I sense hesitation? You are of Isara's blood. Binding Velnia's soul to this doll should be a trivial task for you. Oh, but she will need a new name. Velnia simply will not do. No. How about Dusk Witch Dronia? A fitting name for one caught in the twilight of life and death.
So... I... died?
Yes.
I see. So... I'm just another doll. No different from the puppet soldiers, eh? I think Tracty would appreciate the irony. Luca, am I like Funa? Are there other Dronia puppets besides me?
No, Madame Dronia. You're the only one. Mama's doll was the only one that worked. I'm sorry, Madame Dronia. I'm a bad kid. I'm a bad kid. I'm really sorry.
Luca, look at me. It's okay. I was dead long before the fall that took my life. But as long as I'm alive... No. As long as I can move, I still have a chance. Now, Luca, can you give me some of your magic? Just enough to keep me moving.
Okay.
Were you infusing me with magic every night while I was asleep?
Yeah, but some nights I couldn't. And then the next day, you look really sick.
Oh. I see.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. All because of me.
Luca, what's done is done.
Madame Duranya, that witch was holding this.
The key? So she had it all along! I didn't expect Baba to be so trusting. But now, we just need one more. We can still do it, Luca! With 2 keys, we can probably conduct the ritual, but I don't know what might happen. We'll just have to trust Trakti. Let's head back to the caravan.
You want to go back?
No. We need to go back. This is our final gamble. I knew it. A soldier standing guard.
Luca! You're all right. I am so relieved.
You're a hard one to kill.
Right back at you. If the soldiers find us here, we're done for. There'll be no escape.
But with the unclean ones roaming the streets, there aren't that many soldiers. We have until sunrise, if we're lucky. You understand, right, Trakti? Find the 3rd key. If you can't, though, we'll just proceed with the 2 we have. The last key might be in Campanula. In hindsight, all the places we thought had keys turned out to be dead ends. Call it a witch's intuition, but my money's on Campanula. We'll wait for you to find it as long as we can. I have faith in you, Trakti. Good luck.
Woohoo! I got a kiss and I smell like roses. Yes, so 1 key remains. So that's some shit. That's why, in the beginning, when it showed her as a younger self, she wasn't called Dronya. Yeah, I am going to go ahead and leave it here. I'm going to start a stream of something else on PC. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do. And it'll probably be a little bit messy. It'll probably be a lot more BSing. Maybe I'll play some PlayStation. I don't know. I know, it's so good. I mean, we can talk about the story and stuff like that. But I'm going to save it for right now. And then we can get into the real messed up stuff. Like what the keys are for and all that stuff. But I will be back in probably like 15 minutes to stream again. So if you guys are still on, be on. Otherwise, I'm just going to dick around upstairs. But either way, I thank you guys for watching. Whoever is going to stay on stream, I'll be back in a little bit. If not, then have a good night. And I will see you all later.